The Andy Griffith Show was one of the first shows on TV to have a corporate sponsor. Before they started filming the first season of the show, they were approached by the Ford Motor Company. The Ford Motor Company said, if you will acknowledge the fact, we're going to provide you with a brand new car every season you're on the air. They actually brought 3 brand new Fords every season that were turned into squad cars for use on the Andy Griffith Show. Of items from Andy's life and career on display in that museum. It's open till 5 o'clock this evening. It's just $3 to see that collection. That collection was put together by Emmett Forrest. Emmett grew up with Andy, went to school together, remained the best of friends their whole life. And Emmett quite literally spent his life collecting that memorabilia simply to honor his best friend, Andy Griffith. Andy would always say music was his first love. He went away to the University of North Carolina, finally graduating with a degree in music. Andy taught music in the public schools before he went off to Broadway, Hollywood, and of course TV. The house is owned today by the Hampton Inn here in Mount Airy for $175 plus tax. You get the whole house for the night. You can spend the night right here in the home where Andy grew up. They even let you come over to the Hampton Inn and have breakfast with them the next morning. I'm going to explain to you how we do it in Mayberry. Come back and see me, but the next time you come, make sure you have 4 friends with you, because the house sleeps 6 people. Andy received that famous phone call, which he always told us changed everything forever. Remember, there was one character that was in none of the scripts. To tell you folks the truth, no writer would ever create that particular character. He came to me, of course, when Andy got the phone call. The voice on the phone said, "Hey, Andy, I just heard you might be playing a sheriff on TV." Andy said, "This fall." And as we know today, the voice simply said, "I guess you'll need a deputy." That was his old buddy, Don Knotts. And as Andy says, the rest is history. On biography on television, and this tells you everything you needed to know, they said Barbara married Andy. She was in charge. Met Barbara at the University of North Carolina. After 20 years of marriage, Andy went home and Barbara was gone. Never saw her after that.
Okay, so
married a young lady on the rebound, and everybody told Andy she's no good, she'll ruin you. After a few years of marriage, she sued Andy for half of everything he had, and she got it.
Really?
Andy went back to Manteo, North Carolina, out here in the Outer Banks on Roanoke Island, where he lived for years. Started his career out there, built his first house there, and he lived in that house ever since. He met Cindy. Cindy had the lead role in The Lost Colony, the play that Andy had starred in years before as Sir Walter Raleigh. Andy got very sick, nearly died. Cindy, quite literally, according to Andy, saved his life, nursed him back to health. After he got better, Cindy looked at him and said, "Mr. Griffith, are you going to ask me to marry you or aren't you?" They were married for over 20-some years. And Andy said he finally found the happiness he was looking for.
That's good.
And Cindy still lives out in Manteo, in the home Andy built for her. So, that's the story.